The Bahamas is an archipelago of over 700 islands and keys, stretching from the southeastern tip of the United States of America to the northwestern side of Cuba. The country is composed of millions of acres of land, yet the country imports most of its food. The Bahamas imports nearly 90% of its food products, 80% of which come from the United States. In 2019, the Bahamas imported nearly $620 million in food. Many think that because the population is small, there may not be many willing to engage in this daunting task, but there are a lot of able bodies willing to. Sydney Sinclair, owner of Down to Earth Farm, has owned the farm for 19 years and has done many great things.
You know what I mean? Because as a small boy, I used to travel to Anyze every summer. And there was a lot of things that I'd learned from my grand-aunt. And it's just that the younger generation, they never had the chance to see bread baked in the rock oven, and plenty of them don't even know what it is to go fishing. Plenty of them never really see the animals. They don't know where the food would come from and all those different things. We always used to keep birds and all of that stuff, right? But how it actually happened is, and I used to be in the heavy equipment business and all that, and I got injured. Took me a couple months to get better and all that, and I figured I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do. So I got back I built me a fish pond at home. I started collecting all my different parrots and birds and different plants and all that. And on Saturdays when you pass there, you'd always think I having a party, because all the people, they bring in their kids and husband and wife and things to come and look at all the stuff that I had. So I did a proposal to the government, invited them there, and tell them if they grant me the land, I could do my own funding and I could build an adventure farm so the world could come and see.
In addition to farming to create food for the country, Mr. Sinclair and his team started a backyard garden initiative in effort to encourage Bahamians to invest in agriculture.
But after the pandemic, and then people have into the tow line and stuff like that to try and buy food, I figured I needed to expand it and to be able to assist the people, because a lot of people don't know how to grow. So I figured if I grow the seedling and I mix your soil and you follow my instructions when you take it home, then you could start growing your own stuff. Now, how I teach them to grow their garden is I let them know that they have to do it over a period of 4 weeks, right? Where you come and you get a little bit this week, and then you get a little bit the next week, and the third week. Now on the third week, you'll start to harvest your lettuce, right? So after you start to harvest your lettuce, I really don't have to tell you nothing no more, because you can be coming in here trying to see what else you can put in your garden.
Farming is an expensive job, and Mr. Sinclair thinks there's more that the government can do. Money is one of the biggest problems standing in their way.
Well, set up something. Well, they're doing it now at BAMSI, right? Training the younger people to be able to grow. But see, farming is a very expensive project. You know what I mean? Because you got to buy seeds, and you got to buy irrigation system, and then let me give you a simpler example. Your crop, they normally take 3 months, right? So when you grow in this crop, you got workers you need to pay, right? So you calculate the workers' time for the period of 3 months, and after you already did all those calculations, then you need to be able to produce enough seedlings to be able to pay them and to be able to make a profit.
Growing up as a second-generation farmer, Damani Sinclair has some good fond memories growing up on a farm and encourages Bahamians to get involved.
I know not everybody has that expendable time, expendable money, but even if you could come in whenever you can, it's just you start with something. Once you start somewhere, some people be like, oh, if they will start their garden, they want to start everything at one time, and they're expecting this lush, beautiful thing. But everything in life takes time, and everything you do, if you just work it at a day at a time, eventually at the end you'll have a big, beautiful product. So when you come and get your seedlings, maybe you get 1 or 2 of the same variety. So if one dies, you don't start off from the beginning, but come in, get maybe $4 worth, $5 worth, whatever you could do, and then just begin. We offer the pots, we offer the soil, so get them potted, get them seeded, and from there it's just a watering schedule. Start watering the day, watering the night, and you just come and you keep adding, and eventually you'll start harvesting. And as they get older, it's a lot less management, and you're already harvesting, so you're not going to the food store and spending as much money. And once you see that you're able to grow, which you spend so much money on, now you're cutting down your own bills. So that dollar, that investment, that's worth $40, $50 you saving.
Farming is an integral part in the feeding of our nation and becoming more self-sufficient. The agricultural industry, though it is often overlooked, can aid in a boost in our country's economic deficits while creating jobs and lessening household expenditures. More effort into the agricultural sector will lead to a boost in tourism and education. Tourists and students can visit farms to learn more about local plants, animals, and farming procedures. You can start today by visiting your local farms and farmers market. You can even look into creating your own backyard garden with the help of a local farmer. Make the change today. Bloom your backyard garden.